The top 50 towns to retire, state by state by state. We'll give one town per state. It's almost like the Major League Baseball All-Star team. You have to have a representative of every team, even if that team hasn't won a game. So let's go into this. This is number 4, I believe. And we're going to start with Lincoln, Nebraska. So the great state of Nebraska is represented by Lincoln. Wow, look how flat that is. That is look at that. That's I just see tornadoes. I don't know if that happens in Nebraska. Look how flat that is. Man, that's nuts. All right, so Lincoln, Nebraska, 318,000 people is a population. I bet they have a AA minor league team. I know they have one in Omaha. I'm not sure how far away this is from Omaha, but population over 65, 12.5% roughly, 6.6% below the national average. I would have thought that'd be cheaper. All right. Household average income for households 65 and above is $50,000. And Nebraska is the least tax friendly. I'm telling you, Nebraska is tax horrific. It's crazy to me. Lincoln may not be home to financial guru Warren Buffett like Omaha, which is about an hour north. Okay, but there's plenty of other notable points. The capital city offers an abundance of attractions, more than 100 parks, fine restaurants, active nightlife, and eclectic. I don't see the word eclectic in here, yay. Highlights include the Sunken Gardens for horticulturalists and the Museum of American Speed for car enthusiasts. Well, that's pretty cool. Being a college town, home to the University of Nebraska at Lincoln and Union College, I don't know what that is, but the population may skew young. Who's the most popular guy ever to play in Nebraska? Actually, I don't know. Mike Rozier, Turner Gill, Steinkühler, Dean Steinkühler, and I'm thinking of somebody else too. I think I have to say probably Mike Rozier. Seems like I'm missing something. The guy who coached at the University of Buffalo. Was that Turner Gill? I forgot. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, don't talk football, Josh. I guarantee I'll get negative comments for talking football. Don't care. But Lincoln is also prepared to assist its aging residents with about 26 healthcare and social services facilities per 1,000 seniors, compared to an average of 19,000 in the U.S. Interesting. Here's Reno, Nevada. And of course, Nevada is very tax-friendly. The biggest little city in the world, says Reno. That's where my wife and I went to our honeymoon, my better half. About 450,000 people or so live in Reno. Let's see. Share of population over 65 is 14.7%. Cost of living is, above national average. I'm surprised by that, about 6.8%. Average household income is about $57,000, probably because those people coming over from California, I bet. Let's see, and Nevada is most tax friendly. Whether or not you like to gamble, retiring to Reno can make you feel like you've hit the biggest jackpot. As boasting a small town feel with big city amenities, the locale proclaims itself as the biggest little city in the world and backs up its claim by offering a downtown full of restaurants, nightclubs, art galleries, music venues, and of course casinos. Outdoor enthusiasts also win. The nearby Sierra Nevada mountain range and Lake Tahoe provide ample opportunities for hiking and outdoor weather and skiing too. You'll be in good company. Gardner Ranchos, a small Nevada town near Lake Tahoe, is home to a surprising number of millionaires who share the same resorts and marinas. I don't know if that's Manchester, New Hampshire. So New Hampshire is Manchester, huh? Manchester's booming, man. Last time I was there, I think they had a AA team. Yeah, 404,000 people in Manchester. 15% above the national average. I'm surprised that Manchester is only 15% and Lincoln, Nebraska is only 6% below. That's crazy to me. 56,000 people. 56,000 is the average income for households above 65. What, man? That just seems weird to me. So Nebraska is 50,000. Man. And New Hampshire is 56,000. That's interesting. The Manchester metro area includes Nashua, may come with relatively high living costs, but the above average household incomes may help them be manageable. The Granite State's rock solid tax advantages help too. It's a big reason why we rank New Hampshire the 9th best for retirement. Plenty of amenities make the area more appealing to retirees. You can find a nice selection of restaurants in the town and plenty of outdoor recreations to enjoy. Plus, you're just Boss is only an hour away. In fact, we might have a friend or my wife. Well, I guess they're friends of the family. Yeah, when I was up there working Portsmouth, he had tickets to the Red Sox. We got to go see the Red Sox play. It's just a hop and skip drive down whatever $4.95 I think. So it was fun. That was last year. Had a good time. Yeah, Manchester. There you go. Manchester is funny, man. Like I had been through there a few times. 25 years ago. Yeah, 20 odd years ago, and wasn't much, and now it's a lot more. It's crazy how fast that's grown. Ocean City, New Jersey. Okay, all right, that's New Jersey. Ocean City, New Jersey. Ocean City. Let's take a look at this. About 95,000 people there. Share of population above 65 is about 24%. Cost of living is 62% above the national average, and yet the average household income is only $51,000. You got to think about that. How can the average income be $51,000 in Ocean City, New Jersey, if the cost of living is 62% above national average, and yet the average income in Lincoln, Nebraska is almost identical to that, and yet the cost of living is 6% below national average? How can that be? They must not be taking welfare checks. I mean, and look, people say welfare is transfer, government transfers must not be included in that income because how else can that? It doesn't make sense to me. And they don't. They don't include a lot of things that say your income do not include government transfers. I wonder if that does include Social Security. Mixed. New Jersey's mixed. If you have under $100,000 in New Jersey, income tax, you're fine. It's the property tax. The Garden State offers a number of appealing retirement destinations for those who can afford it. Ocean City is particularly attractive, evidenced by the high share of seniors who have already chosen to reside there. Family-friendly beaches, a fun 3-mile boardwalk, and proximity to Atlantic City are notable. Is that notable, being close to Atlantic City? But living there is going to cost you. Taxes are notoriously high all over New Jersey, and housing is expensive. The median home value in a city city limits is a hefty $568. Woo! Compared with $316 throughout the state and $184 in the U.S. $568. Oof. Plus, you have to budget extra for insurance to protect against possible storms and flood damages. Yep. Note, too, that Ocean City is a dry town, but you don't have to travel far to buy your booze. Yeah. New Mexico, Santa Fe. Yeah, that looks fantastic. I've never been there, but it looks nice. Population about 150. A share of population over 65 is right at 20%. Average income is about $56,000. And it doesn't say anything about the cost of living. 16.9% above national average. There you go. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Santa Fe was going to be pretty expensive, pretty pricey, but that does look pretty. Sunny Santa Fe would be nice for retirement. It's close to Sangre de Cristo Mountains, which provides a great site for hiking and biking for the majority of the year. In winter, ski slopes are within a half-hour drive. That's pretty cool. And indoor entertainment abounds with 250 art galleries, 12 museums, and a downtown full of shops and restaurants. Affordability may be the area's dark cloud, though. The median home value is $259. That's not that bad. Much higher than the state's median, $161. But not like New Jersey, but definitely higher than the nation's median of $184. Yeah, retirees might not even get much of a break on taxes, as Social Security benefits are subject to state tax, which contributed to making New Mexico one of our worst states for retirement. You know? Ithaca, New York. Isn't that Cornell University? Parts of New York are just freaking gorgeous. I mean, there's no other way around. Saratoga Springs, if you ever heard of Speculator, Saratoga Speculator going up through the Adirondacks, it's just outstanding. But why is it got to be dominated by New York City, man? Ithaca, I used to drive through Ithaca all the time, coming back from D.C., going up to see my mom up in Maine. So you take... Oh, no, it's going back to Fort Drum from D.C. That's what it was, right? So we come back from Alexandria. My dad lived in Alexandria, so when I had a 4-day weekend, I'd drive home and then go back to Fort Drum. And, we'd go through Ithaca all the time. I just remember always just like, man, it's just gorgeous. Share of population above 65 is only 12%, and about 12% above the national average for cost of living as well. Average household income is about $58,000. Not tax friendly. And not firearm friendly. That's what we got to do, is a firearm friendly. That's what we need to do. Firearm friendly states. We'll do that one time here pretty soon, because that's important to me. Home to Cornell University and Ithaca College, the city is a good retirement choice for lifelong learners. Cornell offers people 60 and older discounted rates of $131 per credit for auditing classes. Breaking down regular tuition rates, classes typically cost more than $1,200 a credit. Who can afford that crap? Unless you're rich, how do you afford that? $1,200 a credit hour. It's just insane, my friends. Ithaca College has a partnership with Longview, a local assisted living community that gives residents access to education, health-related assessments, recreational activities, and more. It's also home base for Tompkins County's lifelong program, which seeks to foster an age-friendly community, offering classes, social activities, a travel program, and other opportunities. Potential downsides of retiring in Ithaca: high costs and low winter temps, you think. Living expenses are relatively affordable for the Empire State, but they sneak above the national average. For example, the median home value in Ithaca is $219. That's not that bad. I would have thought, yeah, a lot less than the $286 for New York State, but more than the U.S., of course. Still, most older residents seem to make it work. Folks age 65 and up sport above average incomes and a very low poverty rate. Well, that's good. So that's interesting. It's just, let me just gorgeous. Look at that. See, I like the green, man. Look at that green. And the mountains back there. Nothing wrong with New Mexico, but give me the green any day of the week. I know you got to get wet for the green, so humidity, but that's not the same kind of green. I like that kind of green right there. Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. All right, let's keep going. Durham, North Carolina. See, I don't like this area at all. It's just way too busy. That was it the triple thing there? Raleigh, Durham, and is it Winston-Salem? No. Raleigh, Durham, and Raleigh, Durham, and whatever the other one is. I forgot. But anyways, where's Duke? I can't remember. Anyway, those trips, it's too busy for me, man. I remember driving through there a couple times, like, ugh. It was like houses on, just stacked. I didn't like it. A population about 550. Share population of 65 is 13%, so small. Right about the cost of the average nationally. Average household income is about $60,000, and it's booming. Duke and the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, that's what it was. Maybe bitter rivals, but their hometowns of Durham and Chapel Hill respectively team up to form a powerhouse metro area and a great place to retire. Indeed, the Milken Institute ranks it as the third best large city for successful aging, crediting the area's high economic strength and 2/3 of North Carolina's research triangle, the other being Raleigh. There you go. Durham, Raleigh, and Chapel Hill, and quality high health care. Yeah, that's what I hear. The universities play a big role in those two advantages and boost up the local cultural and recreational scenes like many college towns. Though not a deal breaker for every retiree, it's worth noting that violent crimes are slightly more prevalent in Durham than they are for the nation as a whole. The rate of violent crime is 4.1 per thousand, according to the FBI, compared with 3.9 per thousand in the rest of the U.S. So, okay. A real estate agent can point retirees to safer neighborhoods with retirement-friendly amenities. Yeah, isn't that discriminatory? Isn't that redlining? Bismarck, North Dakota. Yeah, that's dry back there. That's interesting to me. Let's take a look. 126,000 people there, as the cost of living is only 1.2% below the national average. Wow. Share population 14.4%, and the average income is only $41,500. That's what I'm talking about. North Dakota's tax friendly as well. In North Dakota as a whole, places a surprising fourth best in the U.S. for retirement. So if you do make the unorthodox choice to spend your golden years in a Peace Garden state, give serious consideration to Bismarck, especially if you're seeking an encore career. The capital city's strong economy means plenty of employment opportunities for older adults, particularly in the services sector. If you're hoping for a more leisurely retirement, there are a number of biking and hiking parks around the city, as well as banks of the Missouri River. You can also enjoy cruising, boating, kayaking, canoeing, and on the river during warm summer periods, that 1 month of the year. Bundle up if you venture out in the winter, though. From December through February, average temperatures in the Bismarck are in the teens. Yeah, cold. All right, we'll end with Ohio, Columbus. Yeah, that's Columbus. I've heard nothing but good things about Columbus. I've never been there, but I've heard nothing but good things. That looks like it's fake, though, doesn't it? That doesn't look real. It looks like it's a drawing. All right, so let's see about our friends in Columbus. 2 million in Columbus. I mean, they got an NHL team, so good on them. They got the Columbus Clippers, AAA baseball. So they got AAA baseball, NHL. They got Ohio State, obviously. What do they got for basketball? They probably have some development league for basketball. What's the other one? Baseball, basketball, football, and then Ohio State. So 10.3% below the national average in Columbus. That's what I'm talking about. 12% is the share of the state population above 65. Average income is $46,900, so not too pricey. And Ohio's a mix in terms of taxes. Kasich didn't do nearly what we were hoping for him to do from a tax perspective. I know he's no longer the governor, but, man, Kasich just big disappointment. He was, man, him and Joe Scarborough. something happened to those guys. Just when they were elected, I think they're both maybe Casey, I can't remember. But the 1994 Republican Revolution, where Newt Gingrich and they took over the House for the first time in 40 odd years. They had lots of free market minded ththings, and then Kasich just, I don't know what happened, man. It's weird. And then obviously Joe Scarborough got the allure of D.C., the spotlights in D.C. But Kasich, he just went back to Ohio from being on Fox News, and it just became weird. It's just strange, man. And I just don't understand it. It's odd to me. But whatever. The biggest city in Ohio comes with some of the smallest costs. In fact, it's one of the most affordable big cities in the U.S. The median home in Columbus is just $132,000. Damn. Compared to the national average of $184,000. Woo. National median. Affordability doesn't equate to lack of activities because it's home to Ohio State. Locals can enjoy the co-ed culture, including big sports, concerts, cultural diversions. It also offers Program 60, which invites Ohio residents aged 60 and older to take university courses for free. That's what I'm talking about. Off campus, the downtown area has a lively scene, eclectic. There we go, that word again, eclectic. It's that, and I'm a disruptor. I haven't heard that as much lately, but I'm a disruptor. It's just so trendy and cliched. The short north and German village neighborhoods in particular are worth exploring. There you go. So we'll stop there. We went from Nebraska to Ohio as the top 50 towns to live in the United States, one per state. So smash, and we'll see you next time.